Hey you guys, and welcome to the channel. Now Christmas is coming pretty soon and I need to get started on this year's Christmas trees. But I haven't got a lot of funds that says wood for new Christmas trees, so I need to find something in the workshop for this first batch of trees. Now I'm one of those woodworkers that never throw stuff away, at least if it's good hardwood. Now what I found in my wood pile are posts from an old bench. I can use these, and I found a lot of these. I can't remember what I used them for, but this is going to be the center on my Christmas tree. I went to the computer and designed a new tree with this as a centerpiece, and this is what I came up with. It's quite similar to the other trees, but at least I get to use all my scrap. Alright, let's get started. We need to cut these on the circular saw to some dimensions that we can work with. Now it didn't go quite as planned. There's this thick chunk of wood with this metal thing inside. So I need to cut these off on the bandsaw before I can put them through my planer. I think there's enough wood for a Christmas tree or two. Let's get it through the planer. I think the pieces cleared up pretty nice, and I'm now ready to cut all the 5 pieces for the Christmas tree. I do want to mention that all measurements for each part are listed here below. Or if you want some work drawings, there's a link below for my Etsy shop. There are 3 angles on this Christmas tree: a 15 degree, 30 degree and a 45 degree. Now I've cut all of these pieces with a 45 degree angle at both ends. So the first pieces that we'll start with is the one with 45 and 15 degree angles. And I've set up my stop to get the exact same measurement on all pieces, and my blade is set on an angle of 15 degrees. Then we'll move on to the ones that has 45 and 30 degree angles. And all the next cuts are all 30 degrees. And if you are making these to sell, use the stop so you get the exact same measurement on all cuts. Now for the top part of the tree, these 2 right here, just remember that they're cut like this and not like this. Alright you guys, I'm just going to show you real quick how to cut the centerpiece. It measures 64 by 64 millimeters or 2.5 by 2.5 inches. We'll set the blade at 45 degrees and we'll use a stop for both cuts. Now by using a stop and just simply turning the piece around, the pointy bit here is automatically centered. All the pieces have been cut. We've got the base, we've got the 2 base sides, and we've got the 2 bottom sides, we've got the 2 middle, and we've got the top. And here we go. Now we just need to glue everything together. The assembly of this Christmas tree is pretty straightforward, but I don't want to use any nails for this, so I'm using CA glue and standard Titebond 2. Now I've made a really simple jig so I can produce a lot of them in the shortest amount of time possible. So I just place this in the center, add some glue on these, glue them, and then the bottom part is done. We'll let that sit for a minute and then we can move on to this one. And again, really simple jig. You push this in, and I've got a stop right here so I know every single time my overlap is 25 mil or 1 inch. Now once you've made a few of these, you really get to know how much glue you need to add on there. I put way too much on this, and we'll move that out of the way. And we'll take this one. We're done with the base and the sides, and now we'll move on to the top. And we'll simply just line this up right here and push this in while we glue. and done. The last thing we need is to glue on the top, and I'm using these small clamps and no CA glue for the top part. Now regards to surface treatment, there are many ways to go, but I'll use the clear oil, and I noticed that these actually sell a lot better than the painted ones. And we're done. Thank you so much for watching the video, and I really hope you enjoyed it. And from my little YouTube channel to all of you, a Merry Christmas.